This is a drop of water. It fits on the tip of your finger. It dries in seconds. We wipe it away without thinking. But inside, this drop is a universe. More living beings than a major city. More motion than a freeway at rush hour. Lives unfolding at a scale we never stop to notice. They are not rare. They are not distant. They are everywhere. And they are with us right now. Most life on Earth is small. So small we mistake invisible for unimportant. But size has never been a measure of success. These lives were here before forests. Before bones. Before eyes looked up and named the stars. If Earth has a default setting, this is it. Not large animals, not cities, not us. This quiet, restless, microscopic world is the rule. Everything else is the exception. If you like stories that slow things down and remind you how strange and beautiful this world really is, you'll probably like what we do here. Consider subscribing. We don't usually think about them. Part of that is language. We don't call them animals. We don't call them creatures. We call them organisms. But what is an organism, really? An organism is simply a life that organizes itself. Something that takes in energy, responds to its surroundings, tries in whatever way it can to continue. That's it. No fur required, no face required, no permission from us. By that definition, these are not background details of life. They are life. Meet the paramecium. At first glance, it seems simple. A soft, slipper-shaped body drifting through water. But look closer. Its surface is covered in thousands of tiny hairs, all moving together. Not randomly, not chaotically. They beat in waves, pushing it forward, steering, adjusting. A living surface in constant motion. The paramecium doesn't have eyes, but it senses light. It doesn't have ears, but it feels vibrations. It doesn't have a brain, yet it avoids obstacles, changes course, and finds food. It remembers in its own way. Not memories of places or events, but chemical echoes of what worked before. It is proof that decision-making doesn't require thought, only feedback. The amoeba has no permanent shape. It is not built, it is becoming. As it moves, it stretches part of itself forward, then pulls the rest along behind. What looks like a simple blob is actually a conversation with its environment. Touch here, pull there, respond. There is no center, no front or back, only motion, guided by need. We often think identity requires boundaries. The amoeba survives by refusing to choose a shape at all. Some microscopic lives are unmistakably animals. Rotifers are one of them. They have mouths, digestive systems, muscles, and at the front of their bodies, a spinning crown of rotating structures. These spinning rings pull water and food toward them. It looks mechanical, engineered, but this design is hundreds of millions of years old. Rotifers live in ponds, moss, soil, even rainwater. Entire animal lives unfolding in places we'd call empty. Nature didn't simplify here. It compressed complexity until it fit inside a droplet. Tardigrades are different. They don't just survive harsh conditions. They wait them out. When water disappears, they curl inward, shut down, and suspend themselves in time. Their metabolism drops to nearly nothing. Years can pass. Decades. Then moisture returns. They rehydrate. They move. They continue. Frozen solid, exposed to radiation, sent into the vacuum of space, still here. They don't adapt quickly. They don't outcompete. They endure, which may be the most honest definition of success life has ever offered. We call these lives simple, but simple compared to what? A city is simple from orbit. A forest is simple from the sky. Complexity doesn't disappear at small scales. It hides. For them, we are the incomprehensibly large. We are weather, we are terrain. We pass like planets overhead. Our footsteps are earthquakes. Our bodies are entire worlds. Size is a matter of perspective. Importance is not. Some microscopic lives leave records. Foraminophora, or forems, build shells, intricate, spiraled, layered. Not from glass, like diatoms, but from minerals pulled directly from the water around them. Each shell is a home, and when the organism dies, the shell remains. Over millions of years, those shells accumulate. They settle on the ocean floor, press into stone, and quietly record the history of the seas. Entire chalk cliffs, limestone formations, owe their existence to lives smaller than a grain of sand. Long after larger animals vanish, their footprints erased, these tiny architects remain, not as stories, but as evidence. Some microscopic lives feel strangely familiar. Stentor is one of them. It's large enough to see clearly, tall, anchored at one end like a tiny trumpet. When undisturbed, it opens itself to the water, feeding gently, but when touched, it reacts, pulls itself inward with unmistakable intention. If the irritation continues, it lets go. No nerves, no brain, yet it knows when to stay and when to leave at this scale. Choice doesn't look like thought. It looks like survival refined over time. Then there are the diatoms. They don't move much. They don't hunt, they build. Each one lives inside a shell made of glass, intricate, geometric, impossibly precise. They float in oceans, lakes, rivers, by the trillions. Not dramatic, not visible, just doing the work that keeps the rest of us possible. People of faith sometimes ask, how can they be animals? They weren't Noah's Ark. Of course they were. In fact, they were the largest number of passengers, uncredited, packed into every drop of water, every breath. While the story focuses on pairs of lions and elephants and birds, these were the cast members. No spotlight. These lives make oxygen, soil, digestion, balance. They are not side characters. They are the foundation. The tiniest lives remind us of something easy to forget. The world is not built for spectacle. It is built for persistence.